Everybody feeling going good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Here's Jeff.
Good job.
Hi, I'm Jeff Sanford from Woven.io, a website localization service. So if you want to present your website in multiple languages, you can use our service to implement it in one line of code. So if you were to create a website, what language would you create it in? Maybe English or maybe Japanese? Would you consider multiple languages? Before I considered this problem, I wouldn't have. I would have thought, English is good enough. Everyone speaks English, right? But I think this is the wrong way to think, because there are 3 billion users in the world on the internet today. 70% of those are non-English speakers. So when we think English is good enough, we are cutting off 70% of our users. And we're also limiting our potential to 30%. So if there's such a big market for it, then why aren't more sites localized? Let's go through the process a little bit. So if we're going to localize our site, the first thing we need is a translation, right? So I have to find a translator, I have to make sure they're a good translator, I have to compare prices, and get my translation. Most people haven't gotten to this point, but let's assume we've gotten past all these hurdles and gotten the translation. And we might think, all right, we're ready, we can localize our site. But the truth is, the translation is really just the tip of the iceberg. There are many different decisions and things you have to take care of to actually implement it on your site. And you have to go through the structure of the management to the developers, to the translators, back to the development. And something that seems very simple and easy to do becomes a very complex and time-consuming process. So what's the solution? Woven.io. So we've written it from the first line of code to be quick, simple, and easy. I'd like to do a quick demonstration for you.
I'll be the mic holder.
So I have this site about breakfast tacos, and I want to localize it into a different language. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the woven code snippet, and I'm going to copy this, and here's the code for that site. And in order to implement Woven.io, all you need is one line of code. I'll save that, go back to my dashboard here, and I'll add the page. So I need the URL, so I'm going to copy this URL, and paste it here. And there we go, it's English, and it has the page title. I'll click begin. On the left side, you're going to see all of the original content, and on the right side, you're going to see all of the translated content. Now, this is our old view. I'd like to show you our new view, which is here, where you can actually edit stuff right in the browser. But let's do translation first. So on the top is a professional translation, and we have machine as well. So I'll just do machine because it's faster. So there's our Arabic. And I can't type in Arabic, but I can show you how I can edit it right here inside the browser. So let me publish and save my translation. There it is, published and saved. And now when I reload the browser, you will see the woven widget comes up, and I can switch between languages right there. And there's the languages that I also did myself. Okay, so I'd like to show you a few websites that are using Woven right now. So here's one that's using it in Japanese and English. Here's one that's using several languages, you can see. This one I like to show a lot because you can see here, this is in Japanese. But when I show you the English version, they actually use our image replacement feature to give us an English image as well. This is Yahoo News. This is a Spanish marketing website. And here's some companies that are working with Woven.io right now. So as you saw, there's 3 steps. The first one is to insert the line of code into the header. The second one is to enter the page URL. And the third one is to translate and publish. So in these 3 steps, we have unlocked that 70%, and we've unlocked our potential from 30% to the world. And this is a big deal, because there's a huge world outside of the English language. And in just 3 steps, we have access to that world, and we're bringing that world to us. So Woven, we had our public beta launch about 9 months ago. We've translated roughly 120,000 pages. Our business model is we have subscription plans. And actually, this enterprise plan is just starting in April. And we're talking to about 50 companies right now who are interested in using it. So we're really excited about that. And also, our pro translations, which cost money, we're going to add a fee to that so we can take part of that money as well. So our market is 1 billion internet domains. So we are aiming to create a tool that can be used in any type of website. A personal blog, a corporate website, a web service. And that's because our vision is for the world's websites to be accessible by the world over. And we think with Woven.io we can do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Awesome. Now, let's move on to the questions from the judges. Who's first? There you go.
Thanks for the presentation. My question is, how accurate is your service?
The translations?
Yeah, even Google Translation is sometimes not accurate or not correct.
Exactly. So the translation, if you use the machine translation, that's something that the accuracy is an issue for everyone, right? So the professional translations are actually through Gengo, and the machine translations are Google Translate right now. But what we see as a positive of our service is that you have complete control over what you get back. So you can edit your own translations, or you can write your own translations, and if you'd like, you can even find your own translator. So what we really want to offer the user is some way to manage all this content and to switch it between different languages on your website.
So you mean you guys collaborate with Gengo or something?
Exactly, we're using other ones, and actually we're looking at a lot of other, we'd like to offer more options for the professional translation as well, not just Gengo, but yeah.
Great, thanks. Awesome, next one.
Does Woven work with CMS systems like WordPress?
Very good question. Actually, we're working on a feature now that's going to, right now, our current system works from the front end, correct? But the next addition to our Woven IO suite is going to be back end as well, and we intend to work with all of those types of WordPress, Drupal, and integrate with all of those to make it easy for our users to use.
Okay. We have time for more questions. Anyone else?
How much does it cost?
Okay, so it's free if you have a small website, and then the subscription plans are here. So here's actually the costs right now, and this one just depends on if we talk to the company and decide what works best for them.
Awesome.
When you partner with Gengo and you said some other services in the future, how do you partner in terms of sharing the profit? Do you charge extra?
So actually, as of right now, all the money goes straight to Gengo, so we are not adding any extra fee to it. And we're working with their API, so they give us the charge and then we pass that through to the user. But in the future, we plan to add to that, of course. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you very much. Another hand to Jeff.
Thank you.